Hello dear students, welcome to you all once again in the mathematics class. Today we are focusing on some of the questions regarding the different types of angles. At the time I had discussed in the bygone class about the type of angles, for example vertically opposite angles, the relationship in between the two vertically opposite angles, they become equal to each other as a property or the characteristics. Similarly, in case of corresponding angle, they are equal to each other. Alternate angles, whether they are interior alternate angles or the exterior alternate angles, they are equal to each other. And then after co-interior angle and so on we discuss. And regarding those all type of angles, I am going to present some of the questions that are present even in your books and then after even in syllabus. So if you can solve such type of questions which I am going to do in here, then you can do the questions of those exercises given in the book as well as in the examination, dear student. So in the very first number I have kept the concept of linear pair or the straight angle or the supplementary angle. And dear students, there are two angles. If we need to find out the values of this angle as well as the value of x, then how can we find out? Okay, so that type of question will be given. So let's start to solve this question. Of course, this angle by combining together, or when we add those two angles, their sum becomes 180 degree by being sum of linear pair or the straight angles. So I am going to write here 3x plus 20 degree. One angle is given as 3x plus 20 degree, another angle is given as 2x minus 10 degree. So when we add these two angles, their sum must be 180 degree. The reason behind it is sum of supplementary angle or the linear pair. You can write here being sum of supplementary, you can write linear pair as well, or the straight angle, being sum of supplementary angle. Now which are the like terms? 3x and 2x are the like terms, so we can add them or subtract them as per the sign presented in front of them. And then after, another like term is 20 degree and minus 10 degree. So 3x plus 2x, what will be? 5x. So in the second step we write as 5x, and for 20 degree minus 10 degree, what will be the 20 minus 10 plus 10 degree, isn't it? It equals to 180 degree. Now if we take 10 degree that side, dear student, what will be? 180 degree minus 10 degree. It means 180 degree minus 10 degree, which will be equals to 170 degree. Now this side what remain is, we have already taken 10 degree in that side, here remain as 5x. So if you need to find out the value of x, x is the 5 is multiplying with x. When we take 5 in that side, what will be, dear student? It will divide to the number which is containing in the right hand side. That means 170 degree divided by 5, it equals to 34 degree, isn't it? If you use the calculator or if you just divide, then the value of x comes as 34 degree. Now dear student, if question say to find out just only the value of x or y or any variable contained in that question, at the time you can do just only this much. But if question say to find out the unknown angles, at the time substitute the value of x, value of any variable. Here as per this question I have kept x, so substitute the value of variable in the respective angles and find out the measures of those angles. For example, if we keep in here, then what happens? 3 into 34 plus 20 degree. 3 into 34, it equals to what will be? 102 degree, isn't it? 102 plus 20, 122 degree. So if the unknown angle had to be find out, then the unknown angle by after this you can write by substituting the value of x in the angle, we get 3x plus 20 degree in the place of x, 34 degree. So we get 122 degree. Similarly, if we have to find out this angle as well, at the time substitute the value of x in here 2 into 34 minus 10 degree, if you do, then you will have the value of this side angle as well. So similarly, if we have to do that question, dear students, the second number question, I hope that you have copied this all. Now let's focus on the second number question. This is also the case of supplementary angle, isn't it? So what we have to do here, by adding those two angles, one is x by 2, another one is x, combining together, their sum becomes 180 degree. What's the reason? Being sum of supplementary angle as like the previous one, isn't it? You must write the reason, dear students. If you write just only the statement, this is known as the statement, and the thing whatever we present inside the bracket is known as the reason. So if you do not write the reason, if you just write the statement only, then you will have less marks. The evaluation or the evaluation while doing by the teachers, they will provide you the less marks. That's why do not forget to write the reason in here. I'm not going to write in here. Being, what you have to write? Being sum of supplementary angle, or being sum of linear pair, or you can write being sum of straight angles, any one among those three, because sum of supplementary angle, linear pair, and then after straight angles refers the same. So if we have to add these two, then what we have to do, dear student? We need to take the LCM. Is there is one, nothing is in down means what? The number, if we write in this form, it is in the numerator form. That means its denominator is always 1. So similarly, in case of variable also, the denominator, if there is nothing, then we need to keep as 1. And if we take the LCM of 1 and 2, 2 and 1 are non-like term. At the time when we take the LCM of non-like term, we just multiply them, isn't it? If we need to take the LCM of, for example, x by 3 plus x by 2, 3 and 2, if you see, dear student, there is no any common members, although 1 is common in here. At the time when we want to take the LCM of those numbers, at the time what we have to do, dear student, just only we multiply the down one numbers, 3 to the 6, isn't it? 3 to the 6. Now what we have to multiply with this x? With this x, what you have to multiply? Just divide the LCM by the denominator. Okay, just divide the LCM by denominator. If you divide 6 by 3, 6 is the LCM, always, that means LCM should be divided by the denominator in order to have the number that has to be multiplied with the numerator of that part. Then LCM is 6, denominator of that part is 3, so 6 divide 3, it equals to 2. So we multiply with this one 2, and we keep the sign. What is the sign in here? Plus. That's why we keep plus. And then after, again, what should be multiplied with this x? X into the number to be multiplied with x containing in here will be, again we do the same thing, LCM divide by denominator. That means 6 divide 2, it equals to 3. 6 by 2, it means 2 3s are 6. So 3 will be the answer when we divide, so that number should be kept in here. So in this way, this is the way of taking the LCM of the such type of fractional numbers. So in the same way, if we do in there, then what will be the LCM, dear student? 2 and 1, as they are non-like, so 2 1s are 2, the LCM will be 2. So now when we multiply in up, then what should we multiply? 2 is the LCM. If you divide by 2, if you divide by the denominator, then LCM divide by denominator, 2 by 2, it means 1. So that 1 multiplying in up, what happens? It will remain the same. X 1s are x, or you can keep just into 1 as well. Later on you can write x 1s are x in the second step. Okay, And what is the sign containing in here? Plus. So plus, we keep plus, and then after again for this one, which number should be multiplied with this x? Let's say LCM is 2. LCM divide denominator. That's the formula, dear student. So LCM divide denominator, it means 2 by 1. It equals to 2. So we keep here, we multiply here 2. It equals to 180 degree, isn't it? Now what you do in the second step? X ones are x, and x into 2, 2x, isn't it? Divide by what is there? 2. It equals to 180 degree. Now x plus 2x, they are the like terms. So what will be? X plus 2x, it equals to 3x divided by 2. Now I am going to do in here. Okay. Here is 180 degree. So now is the time of cross multiplying, dear student. What we do? 3x by 2 is given. It equals to being 180 degree. So just keep 1 in down of as a denominator of 180 degree, and now do cross multiplication. What will be? First of all, we take the cross multiplication of the variable. Okay, 3x 1s are 3x. So I have written here 3x. Now it equals to what will be? 180 2s are 360. So here we write 360 degree. Now we keep or in here. 3x equals to O. If we take 3 that side, what will be? It will divide to the 360 degree. That means 3, it equals to 120 degree. So in this way, we find out the value of variable. Now if you substitute, dear students, the value of x in here and here, what will the value of this angle? 120 degree. Now what will the value of this angle? 120 divided by 2. It will be 60 degree. So altogether, the sum of supplementary angle 60 plus 120 becomes 180 degree. So in this way, we solve the questions regarding supplementary angle. Dear students, now I am going to take another example. Okay. Number third example. Okay. Why don't you take all types of angles? Okay. If we use this figure, dear student, then all types of angle can be seen, and we can solve the question regarding the all types of angle. That means you will have the opportunity to use the vertically opposite angle concept, supplementary angle concept, complementary angle concept, coincident angle, alternate interior alternate angles, exterior alternate angle, corresponding angle. All type of concept can be used in this figure. That's why I'm drawing this figure, and I'm going to keep the measure of only one angle. There are so many angles. Did you see, dear student? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. There are 16 number of angles. If I keep the value of this angle as 80 degree, for example, dear student, I'm going to keep 80 degree. Okay. Now with the help of this 80 degree, we can find out the measures of all angles containing in here, all the remaining 15 angles. Okay. So I'm going to keep the variables of those angles, for example, in here as A, here is B, here as C and D, E, F, G, and here is H. Okay. I, J, K, L, M, N, O. These are the angles. Okay. So if we have to find out the value of these all angles, first of all, it doesn't mean that, dear student, we need to find out the measure of A. Although A comes alphabetically at front, okay, at first in comparison to other variables, which will you feel easier, that one you can find out. Okay. So first of all, if you need to find out the value of which one, let's target to any one. Okay, from here, but we can find out all the angles. Okay. So first of all, let's take L. What will be the L? What is the measure of L? if we need to find out the value of L, what's the relation with this already given value? The relationship in between L and 80 degree is they are interior alternate angles, and we know, dear students, and in the bygone day also we discussed about this, they are equal to each other. Corresponding angles are equal to each other. Alternate angles, all both type of alternate angles are equal to each other. Vertically opposite angles are equal, isn't it? So you can use that concept and you can find out the value of L. The relationship will be alternate angle, and we know that alternate angles are equal, so directly we can write L equals to 80 degree. And this is the statement, and we need to clarify the reason. Being interior, dear students, interior you can write int dot, okay, in a short form, interior alternate angles. You can write just only being interior alternate angles. So we found the value of L. Now what about the value of O? What about value of O? O equals to what will be the value of O? If you need to find out the value of O, dear student, there are so many ways. You can use any way. 80 degree and O, they are supplementary, isn't it? Just before this, in the first and second example, we did 80 plus O should be 180 degree because they lie on a same straight line. This is the straight line. So 80 plus O equals to 180 degree. By doing so, we can find out. So O plus, this is O, okay, plus 80 degree equals to 180 degree, and the reason behind it being sum of linear pair, or you can write sum of supplementary angles. Now O we got as 180 minus 80, it will be 100 degree. Okay, in this way we can find out the value of O. Or another way is, dear student, if we find out the value of M, then M and O are vertically opposite to each other, isn't it? They are equal to each other. So now you can keep again by you can write here again, okay, after completion of one statement it is better to write again. Again I am writing in here because I am going to take another statement, that is O and M. What's the relation in between O and M? They are equal to each other, being vertically opposite angles. So M equals to O, and O we have got as 100 degree, so 100 degree, but the reason behind it will be being, what you have to write, being vertically opposite angles. Okay, you can write in short form in this way, being vertically opposite angles. Now we got the value of O as well as M as well as L. Now in order to find out K, what will you do? Or N, what you have to do? If you have to find out the value of N, again do right here, okay, and then after N equals to 80 degree directly because they are vertically opposite angles. So copy the same statement, being vertically opposite angles. Okay, we have found the value of O, and then after M, and then after L. Okay, now is the turn of N as well, isn't it? Now is the turn of finding out the value of other remaining angles. So dear student, what about the relationship if you are going to find out the value of D? If you have to find out the value of D, what we do? D equals to 80 degree, isn't it? Because they are interior alternate angles. One is in left hand side, another is in right hand side. It means one is in down one side as per the parallel line, another is in up side. That means they are in the form of left hand and right hand, and both are on inside of the both parallel lines, these two vertical parallel lines. As a result, they form the interior alternate angle. So D equals to, directly you can write as 80 degree. Now should I have to write this? You can try yourself as well. Now D equals to directly 80 degree, being interior alternate angles. Okay. Now similarly, if you have to find out B, now you can easily find out the value of B, because D and as we have already got the value of D, B and D have the relation of vertically opposite angle. So B equals to 80 degree, B equals to, you can write D, and in the second step you can write D's value we have got as 80 degree. So here you can write as being vertically opposite angle, isn't it? So you can write in that way. Now it is the turn of finding out the value of A. Look at your dear friend. M and A are corresponding to each other, isn't it? M and A are corresponding to each other. We have already found the value of M. So you can, M we have got as 100 degree, isn't it? So A becomes 100 degree, because A equals to M, and M we have got as 100 degree. So we can keep as 100 degree, being, this is the concept of corresponding, being corresponding angles, being corresponding angles. And we have learned, dear student, the properties of corresponding angle as equal to each other. That's why A and M are equal to each other. Another way is there, dear student, you can find out the value of A by keeping the statement of co-interior angle as well. The relationship in between 80 and A is co-interior, and the sum of co-interior angle is 180 degree. So A's here is 80. To be 180, what should be the value of A? Of course, the value of A should be 100 degree. In that way also you can find out. It doesn't mean that one method if you use, another method becomes wrong. Okay, you can use any method, but the method should be correct one. Okay, so we got the value of A. Now you can find out the value of C, isn't it? C's value will be equal to A, vertically opposite angle. You can write being vertically opposite angle, and A's value, as we have already got as 100 degree, so C's value also becomes 100 degree. Now if you need to find out B's value, dear student, B's value, how will you find out? B equals to, can you find out? You can compare B equals to 80 degree directly. Look at here, B and 80 degree have the relation of corresponding angle, isn't it? One is in outside of the parallel line, one is in inside of the parallel line, but both are on same hand side at the time. That type of relationship is known as the relationship of corresponding angle, and we know as per the properties of corresponding angle, they are equal to each other. So B we can calculate as 80 degree, or you can do so many things, dear student. B equals to D, isn't it? As D's value, okay, B's value we have already found, so not necessary in here. Okay, you can do corresponding angle also, and then after vertically opposite angle also. I have done already in here, so I am not going to present about the B. Now what about H, dear students? H equals to B. The value of H becomes equals to B. Why? B and H are interior alternate angles, isn't it? So they are equal to each other, and we have got the value of B as 80 degree. So you can write B's value 80 degree as the value of H as well. What will be the reason? Interior, being, right here, interior alternate angles, and close the bracket. Okay, being interior alternate angles and close the bracket, and in the second step right there in the place of B 80 degree, because we have got the value of B as 80 degree. Now we got A, B, C, D all, isn't it? H as well. Now what about G and A? G equals to A, dear student, they are corresponding angle to each other, isn't it? Because one is in outside, another is in inside, and both are on same hand side. They are belonging to left hand side. So A becomes equals to G. So G's value also becomes exactly the value of A, and we have got the value of A as how many degree? 100 degree, isn't it? So we can keep here as 100 degree. But the reason, what you have to write in here? What you have to write here? Can you write by yourself? Being corresponding angle. Do write here being corresponding angle, because corresponding angles are equal to each other. Now we got the value of G as well, dear student, and G's value we got as 100 degree, isn't it? So again, in order to find out the value of F, what can you do? In order to find out the value of F, what can you do? Just do supplementary and then after find out. Okay. Now if you have to find out the value of I, what you have to do? You can compare with G. Okay. G and I are co-interior, isn't it? And their sum becomes 180 degree. As the G's value is 100 degree, so here will be 80 degree, isn't it? So do find out you yourself. And then after, again, if you have to find out the value of J, you can do supplementary in here, isn't it? 180 degree. As here is 80 degree, so this side you can make, you need to make 100 degree, isn't it? Now J and K are vertically opposite angles, isn't it? So J equals to K, J's value comes as 100 degree, so K also becomes equal to 100 degree. So in this way, dear student, you can solve the question. I am going to give you one question is like as this, okay, so that you will do at home and you can show to your experts. Just only same like example number 4, example number 4. Now I am going to make two straight lines being parallel to each other, and again vertically the two straight lines being parallel to each other. Copy this question. Okay, I am going to keep here as 60 degree, dear student. Here is 60 degree. Now can you find out the value of this side? A, here is B, here is C, and after here is D. Okay, here is E. Try to find out. Okay, and here is G, and similarly here is H, here is I. Okay, here is J, and here is K, here is L, M, N, O. Try to find out those all angles and show to your experts this question. And do not forget, dear students, this class won't be sufficient to you. You need to do the exercises from the book, use the books, and then after in the very first chapter of your geometry or the second exercise or the first exercise, such type of questions are so many. You try those numbers and just watch the answer key as well to compare the answer whether the answers are right or not. Okay, and dear students, if you cannot understand properly in the live class, you can watch those videos in the Janata Television's YouTube channel. In the evening time it will be uploaded and you can do download, as well as you can subscribe that channel, so that whenever there will be classes in the upcoming days, you will have those videos with you and you can watch frequently again and again. Thank you so much, dear students.